Our pharmaceutical production plant in Dzierżynsk has been working in the pharmaceutical market for more than 10 years. We use various pharmaceutical equipment that meets the requirements and standards of GMP to produce our products. At the general meeting on the development of production, the leading engineer of the analytical laboratory proposed to update some analytical and laboratory equipment. Using analytical equipment, they monitor the ratings of moisture level, melting time, transparency, dissolution, hardness parameters, thickness, viscosity. Laboratory equipment carries out the process of preparing samples for research. Laboratory engineer clarified that last month, they had a breakdown of a crusher, which was needed to grind raw materials, and then conduct tests. A laboratory crusher had to be purchased as soon as possible, since quality analysis of raw materials in accordance with production technology is carried out each new batch of material supply. I, as chief technologist of the enterprise, was instructed to find and purchase a crusher within a month, since we were planning a new shipment of raw materials. The chief engineer of our plant recommended that I first contact the manufacturers of the equipment. However, she did not call in the evening. I contacted them the next day. The manager said that she had passed the request on to the design department, and that she would contact me when she got an answer. This seems strange to me. When do I wait for an answer? How long to wait for an answer? Absolutely no business approach to the customer. I refused to look for a lab crusher on my own, and then I remembered that at the Forum of Producers of Equipment for the Pharmaceutical Industry in Moscow, I met a specialist who was engaged in the selection and supply of equipment for production of medicines. I found his business card, and before contacting him I decided to check whether he really engaged in the supply of machines for the pharmaceutical industry. In order to do this, I found his company's website and carefully studied the information on it. The company specialist suggested the option of a crusher, whose design allows me to control the fraction of the obtained material at the output, with an output of 20 to 40 kilograms of raw materials per hour. I agreed to consider it. The manager sent me an email with the passport, instructions for use of the equipment, and a video demonstration of the machine. The crusher consisted of a metal body. The machine was a laboratory hammer-type mill with a continuous feed function. The shredder is equipped with a sensor that opens the electrical circuit if the lid is ajar. The shredding area consists of hammers attached to the motor shaft, which rotate around their axis. The laboratory engineer was satisfied with the crusher, and I'm glad that I fulfilled my task perfectly. Perhaps I wouldn't have gotten such a good result in such a short time if I had gone the route of selecting the equipment myself. Experience has shown that the decision to seek the help of a professional in selecting a pharmaceutical lab crusher was the right one. I plan to use the services of a professional from this firm in purchasing pharmaceutical equipment in the future. People think that everything is easy for professionals in their business, but I am sure that such professionals work to make us continue to think so.